Hi, this is Dr. Todd McDougle back with a little bit more information. This is some of the home care things that we actually have our patients do. We do the wobble board, but also at the same time we want to try and maximize the body's ability to regain its balance and center by using a simple little thing like this exercise ball. Now listen, if you're 250 pounds or above, you might want to go ahead and get a no burst ball just to protect yourself, because these things will burst if you hit them in the wrong spot. Okay, so let's go and bring this over here. And again, I'm going to use my trusty pillars here and doorway. And so there, did you notice what I just did? I sat right in the middle of the ball. That's the thing you don't want to do, because if you're sitting in the middle of the ball, you're going to be jamming your lower back, right? And if you've got, rods and screws, or you've got artificial parts, or your disc is degenerated, or you've got a terrible SI joint problem, when you go and you sit right in the middle of that ball, you're jamming right into the spine. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to have my butt right here, okay? Rather, I'd like to have the back of my legs there, okay? So I'm going to sit here. Now, obviously, I don't know if you noticed that or not, I'm sitting kind of way back on the ball. So go ahead and bring my feet out here just a little bit, all right? So I don't fall over, all right? So there it is. Now, it's always a good idea to go ahead and make sure that you're stable before you let go. You'd be amazed how many people I have that come in that their spine shifts either heavy right or heavy left. Well, if you go ahead and you sit on the ball, guess what happens? You fall off the ball. And so, you can wear a helmet, I suppose, if you want to, a safety first thing, right? But if not, go ahead and try and make sure you get yourself centered, at least until you go ahead and figure out whether or not you're going to fall or not, okay? So as I'm in this position here, I want to go ahead and start bouncing on the ball. Now, why am I bouncing? Well, there's this thing in the discs that's a fluid-based pocket, okay? And what we want to try and do is we want to create some pumping action in that pocket. When we do that, what happens is that changes and exchanges nutrients, okay? Blood supply and things along those lines. The disc is a ligament by definition, and ligaments for the most part really have pretty poor blood supply. So it can take anywhere from 6 to 12 months for a ligament to heal. The same thing could be said for your disc. However, if you try and get it on the front side, go ahead and do this bouncing or this imbibition motion, what ends up happening is that you actually potentially could circumvent some of those issues. So by doing this, we're pumping. We're also pumping a little cerebral spinal fluid in through there, trying to make sure it's going from your brain all the way up and down, nice and problem-free, if you will. But also at the same time, we're engaging the smaller muscles of the spine, no bigger than the size of shoestrings. And you may also feel your core area in through here start to engage a little bit more as well. If you want to make it a little bit more interesting, sit in front of a mirror. You sit in front of a mirror, make sure you're trying to keep your head up, trying to keep your eyes level, and try and shift your body around to where it'll allow that to happen. Also take a look at how high your shoulders are, and also at the same time where you are in the ball, making sure that you're centered on the ball, making sure your butt's not in the middle of the ball, okay? And as you do this, you're going to start feeling muscles pull in areas that maybe you just didn't think could have pull, all right? Maybe a little uncomfortable. The other thing too is that this here goes not only into the lower back, it goes up into your neck as well. So our goal is to try and get your whole body working together as a unit again after we get the adjustments. So that's pretty much it as far as the exercise ball is concerned. If you have any questions or anything, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and we'll get right back to you. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll see you at In Chiropractic Wellness soon. Sign mine.